Victor Wembanyama isn't just a basketball star, he's a fighter. Standing over 7 feet tall, he faced health struggles that could have ended his career before it even began. But instead of giving up, he pushed through every challenge to become one of the most exciting players in the game. Let's have a tour of his inspiring yet challenging journey. From a tall kid to a basketball sensation, Victor Wembanyama isn't just another basketball player. He's a phenomenon, standing at a towering 7 feet 4 inches, with skills most players his size could only dream of. He's changing the game in ways no one expected. But how did he get here? How did a skinny kid from France become one of the most exciting young stars in the NBA? His journey is nothing short of incredible. Let's go back to where it all started. A kid who was different from the start. Victor was born in Le Chesnay, France, on January 4th, 2004. From the very beginning, he was special. His parents were both athletes. His dad, Felix, was a long jumper, and his mom, Elodie, was a basketball coach. So, sports were always a part of his life. But there was one thing that really made him stand out: his height. By the time he was just 10 years old, he was already 5 feet 11 inches, taller than most adults. That's when a coach at Nanterre 92, a basketball club near Paris, spotted him. At first, the coach thought he was someone's older brother or even a young coach. But when he saw Victor play, he knew this kid had something special. At 7 years old, Victor was trying different sports. He played soccer as a goalkeeper and even practiced judo. But basketball? That was where he truly belonged. His mom started training him, and soon he was hooked. By age 10, he joined Nanterre's youth team, and from that moment on, his journey to basketball stardom had begun. Teenage years, learning, growing, and standing out. Playing basketball as a tall kid wasn't always easy. Victor wasn't just tall, he was super tall. Coaches didn't always know what to do with him. Should he play like a traditional big man, staying near the basket? Or should he develop guard skills? Victor had an answer. Why not both? He didn't just want to be a center who blocked shots and dunked. He wanted to dribble, shoot, and move like a guard. And that's exactly what he did. At 13 years old, he was playing for Nanterre's under-15 team. Most kids his height would stay near the rim, but Victor was different. In his very first game, he sprinted across the court, caught the ball, stopped at the three-point line, and swished a jumper like a shooting guard. The crowd couldn't believe it. His coach couldn't believe it. Who was this kid? He wasn't dominating games yet. He made mistakes, turned the ball over, and had his struggles. But every now and then, he'd do something so jaw-dropping that everyone in the gym would stop and stare. By 15, he was already playing professional basketball. He joined Nanterre 92's senior team, making him one of the youngest players in the French league. That's when the basketball world really started to notice him. Taking over France. Impressively, Victor's rise in French basketball was fast. In 2021, he moved to Asvel, one of the top teams in France. He spent just 1 season there, but made a huge impact. He won the French League championship and showed everyone that he wasn't just a prospect. He was a future star. Then came the 2022-23 season with Metropolitans 92. This was the year everything changed. At just 18 years old, Victor was the best player in the entire French league. He led the league in scoring, rebounds, and blocks. He was the MVP, the best defender, and an all-star. No one his age had ever done that before. NBA scouts were now watching closely, and they all agreed. This kid was different. The NBA draft, a dream come true. By the time the 2023 NBA draft came around, there was zero doubt about who was going number 1. The San Antonio Spurs had the first pick, and they weren't hesitating. The moment NBA Commissioner Adam Silver announced Victor's name, the crowd erupted. This was a historic moment. Victor had made it to the NBA, but just getting there wasn't enough. He wanted to dominate. Rookie season, proving the hype was real. When Victor stepped onto the NBA court for the first time, the expectations were sky high. People have been calling him the alien because of his unreal combination of height, skill, and athleticism. Could he live up to the hype? The answer was yes. In his rookie season, Victor was unstoppable. He averaged 21.4 points and 10.6 rebounds, and he led the league in block shots. He wasn't just good, he was already one of the best defensive players in the NBA. In one game, he scored 38 points against the Phoenix Suns. Another time, he grabbed 20 rebounds against the Bulls. And in February, he blocked 10 shots in a single game. He was doing things no rookie had ever done before. By the end of the season, it was official. Victor Wembanyama was the Rookie of the Year. And he didn't just win, he won unanimously. A student of the game. One thing that makes Victor special isn't just his talent, it's his mindset. He isn't just playing basketball, he's studying it. He watches film of Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and Stephen Curry, learning their footwork and movement. He met with Jamal Crawford to improve his ball handling and shooting. And he even talked to astronauts and authors because he loves learning about everything. His Spurs coach, Greg Popovich, has worked with legends like Tim Duncan and Tony Parker. And even he says Victor is unique. He's like a sponge, Popovich says. He soaks up information and improves fast. A shocking diagnosis. Victor Wembanyama was on his way to becoming one of the best players in the NBA. Then, out of nowhere, everything changed. A medical test revealed he had deep vein thrombosis in his right shoulder, a condition that could have turned deadly if left untreated. A blood clot like that could have traveled to his lungs and put his life in danger. For a young athlete in his prime, this was terrifying news. Basketball was his life, but suddenly, the game didn't matter. His health, his future, and even his survival became the only thing that mattered. A career built on careful preparation. From a moment, look at Yao Ming, Kristaps Porzingis, or Arvydas Sabonis. Each had incredible talent, but injuries stopped them from becoming all-time greats. But Victor wasn't like most players. He knew the risk through the Spurs elite system. Everything about Wembanyama suggested that he could have a long, healthy career. Yet, despite all his preparation, nothing could have prepared him for this. A tough road to recovery. Unfortunately, with his diagnosis, basketball had to take a back seat. The first step was starting blood thinners, a necessary but risky treatment. These medications helped break up the clot, but also made playing basketball dangerous. A hard fall or a hit to the wrong spot could cause internal bleeding. Doctors immediately ruled him out for the rest of the season. For a competitor like Wembanyama, this was crushing. He had worked so hard to prove himself, to help his team, and to build something special. Now, all he could do was watch. But instead of feeling sorry for himself, he turned his focus to supporting his teammates. Returning to the bench, a leader in a different way. Wembanyama's first appearance on the Spurs bench after his diagnosis was an emotional moment. Though he couldn't play, just seeing him back with his team lifted everyone's spirits. Teammates, coaches, and even opponents felt his presence. De'Aaron Fox, a star for the Sacramento Kings, summed it up best. If he could fly, he would. He truly wants everyone around him to succeed. He's just a blessing to be around. Even the coaching staff noticed the difference. One coach said that Victor's return brought energy that had been missing. His time in the locker room, his encouragement from the bench, it all gave the team a much-needed boost. A lesson in resilience and a road ahead. This journey has been bigger than basketball. It has been about facing the unexpected. Wembanyama has always been about control. He controls his diet, his workouts, his rest, everything to give himself the best shot at a long career. But life doesn't always work that way. No matter how much we prepare, some things are out of our hands. Right now, the focus isn't on when he'll play again. It's about getting healthy and staying healthy. This isn't just a setback, it's a test of his mindset, his patience, and his ability to adapt. Well, no one can predict the future. Some players never fully recover from injuries or medical conditions like this. Others find a way to come back, even better. Knowing Wembanyama's work ethic, it wouldn't be surprising if he used this as fuel to improve in ways no one expects. Right now, basketball can wait. What matters is that Victor Wembanyama, the person, is okay. And when he does return, he won't just be a great basketball player. He'll be an even greater inspiration. Victor Wembanyama's journey is far from over. Will he come back stronger and prove the doubters wrong? Can he overcome this challenge and reach his full potential? Let us know what you think in the comments. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more NBA stories.